I've just listened to this back and I am so sorry that I sound rather robotic and tinny. I think that's something I'll need to sort out. Birth: Lucy Christina Lady Duff-Gordon, née Sutherland. She was born the 13th of June 1863 and died the 20th of April 1935. Lucy Christina Lady Duff-Gordon was a leading British fashion designer in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. She worked under the professional name of Lucille. The first British-based designer to achieve international acclaim, Lucy Duff-Gordon was a widely acknowledged innovator in couture styles, as well as in fashion industry public relations. In addition to the Mannequin Parade, which was a precursor to the modern fashion show and the training of the first professional models, she launched liberating slit skirts and low necklines, popularised less restrictive corsets, and promoted alluring and pared-down lingerie. Opening branches of her London house, Lucille Limited, in Chicago, New York and Paris, her business became the first global couture brand dressing a trend-setting clientele of royalty, nobility and stage and film personalities. She is also remembered as a survivor of the sinking of the RMS Titanic in 1912. Death: Henry Middleton. He was born 1717 and died June 13th, 1784. Henry Middleton died on the 13th of June 1784 in Charleston. He was buried at Goosebeck Creek Churchyard, St. James's Parish, Berkeley County in South Carolina. He was a planter and a public official from South Carolina, a member of the colonial legislature. During the American Revolution, he attended the Continental Congress and served as that body's presiding officer for a few days in 1774. He left Congress before it declared independence. In South Carolina, he served as president of the Provincial Congress and senator in the newly created state government. After his capture by the British in 1780, he accepted defeat and returned to the status of a British subject until the end of the war. Event. In 1625, King Charles I of England married Princess Henrietta Maria of France. Henrietta Maria first met her future husband in Paris in 1623, while he was travelling to Spain with the Duke of Buckingham to discuss a possible marriage with the Infanta Marie Anne of Spain. Charles first saw Henrietta Maria at a French court entertainment. Charles's trip to Spain ended badly. Searching elsewhere for a bride, Charles looked to France instead. Henrietta Maria was aged 15 at the time of her marriage, but this was not unusually young for a royal princess of that period. They married in Paris shortly after his accession to the throne. Then they spent their first night together at the royal palace of St. Augustine's. The marriage took place during a brief period in which England's pro-Spanish policy was replaced by a pro-French policy. After an initially difficult period, she and Charles formed an extremely close partnership and were devoted to each other. Henrietta Maria never fully assimilated herself into English society. She did not speak English before her marriage, and as late as the 1640s had difficulty speaking the language. She has been criticised as being an intrinsically apolitical and frivolous person. Others have suggested that she exercised a degree of personal power through her piety, femininity and sponsorship of the arts.